Not long ago, on a night most peculiar, there was a gathering of the world's most ingenious detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective came prepared with 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But be cautious. As a murderer, you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now.
It's done.
By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally.
Yes!
Excellent.
Each detective was aided by a secret accomplice disguised as a fellow party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any ridiculous alias will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
Fine.
See to it.
Excellent. Now, look sharp. The ball is about to begin.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
Poor thing. He's got no idea what you're up to.
I'm your host, Lord Tippett. But don't be intimidated. We lords are just like everyone else. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and allow me to welcome your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... What in blazes? I can't see a thing. Fortunately, my sense of smell remains perfect. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time to attack. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then, guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon...
And we're back. Does anyone need a Holy Roman Empire? 4 of our guests have been murdered.
Each murder you commit earns you a point from me. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least the world's greatest detectives happen to be here. What a stroke of luck. To the detective board. Aha! We've found the murder weapons. Let's start with just 2 of these despicable doodads. If we look carefully, we can tell how many vicious attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is odd. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
What a coincidence.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Fascinating.
What's this? Boo. Yoo-hoo.
On with it.
All right, this is the case we're going to crack. You there. I'm choosing you at random to use my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest. Don't forget you can use the magnifying glass to highlight what you found for your fellow detectives.
Oh. Aha.
Interesting.
A hung jury? If we're going to catch the murderer, we'll need a majority vote. Get it together and vote next time. My party depends on it. There's one pair of murders left to investigate. How ghastly!
Ghastly and profitable.
All right, you know what to do.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
I see.
Aha.
Let's continue.
Let's extrapolate here.
Here you are. Poke at your device to move it around the evidence. I wish I had any idea who the murderer is.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
Oh.
Perhaps. I see.
If the room is voting to condemn you, now's your last chance to convince them otherwise.
Yoo-hoo.
You're accusing one of your colleagues? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime? I'm calling the authorities! Just as soon as my phone dialing hand isn't so tired. In the meantime, you might as well stay. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now, someone get the... Dash it all!
Time to refill your quiver. Draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before.
As you were.
Fundamental.
While you're at it, recruit a new accomplice by entering another name. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that really pops.
See to it.
Eureka.
Nicely done.
Did I hear the door? I think we have some newcomers. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. And just in time for the next dance. Oh, phooey!
Choose another guest and guess who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
What a relief! I almost began Santa's workshop!
Smells.
More murders? I should have seen this all coming when you RSVP'd with -1s. I don't care for either, but it's up to you, I suppose.
Hello.
What's this?
Interesting.
Interesting. Yes, yes.
If you don't solve this one fast, there won't be time to light the baked Alaska.
Oh. Yoo-hoo.
Fascinating.
By the way, you can use the hurry up button to speed up the timer if your fellow detectives are dragging their feet. What do you have to say for yourself? You are guilty! But most of our police force is afraid of the dark, so we'll have to call them in the morning, of course. At least those murders were a conversation piece. Now how about we... Hey!
Did I mention I'm an omniscient narrator? I already know who's going to die tonight, but I'd hate to spoil...
Let's all just take a deep breath and... Pamplemousse la Crew!
Not even British.
Well, someone is certainly guilty of murdering a great party. You pig, and I'll stand back here supportively.
I see. On with it.
Uh-oh. Oh? Ahem.
I didn't want to sway the vote before, but this was one of my closest, dearest friends. I'm too emotional to hold the magnifying glass myself. I like the cut of your jib. Let's put the who in whodunit.
Here. Let's extrapolate.
Let's continue.
Did I mention that your calling cards aren't necessarily unique? It's possible for two murderers to have the same letter.
Let's have it.
You misextrapolated.
Oh, whoopsie-doo. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night. Now let's get back to midnight. The party's nearly over and we left like a lot of these murders unsolved. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please hurry.
Aha. Oh.
Interesting.
Good.
That one was gruesome.
Perhaps. Yes, yes.
Oh. Kicked out.
What's this?
Brilliant. Don't stop now.
Interesting. On with it.
Oh, I love to kill.
I knew it. I didn't. Next.
Oh. Aha.
Yes, yes.
Quite clever.
What's this?
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Here.
I see. Let's continue.
Yoo-hoo.
I think, therefore, I kill.
I'm impressed.
Oh.
Fascinating. Yes, yes.
Excellent work, detectives. For the most part. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
All well and good, but let's see who the best murderer is. And what about the most popular accomplices? And our overall winner is...
Congratulations! Sadly, Bennington informs me we are out of ice. Plus, there are all those murders, so let's call it a night.